Good evening, ladies and gentlemen out there in YouTube land. I am Deleted Scenes, human being, American, and YouTube Ronin. I'd like to welcome you to tonight's episode of The Other Side of Midnight. Already into chat. The first one here at 6:35 p.m. Channel member JPRPH1. She of the smoldering new avatar, Nutters Network. Friend of the channel, FKHC 2005, sometimes known as Tim. Cyberpunk Dystopia, good evening. Mark Malnikoff, Quapla. Logical Spark in the house. My newest channel member, Space Fraggle. Friend of the channel, Real Wade Nation Gaming Clips. Also say hello to Daniel Barry, Sports Highlights. I'd like to thank everyone joining us tonight on Twitter. I can't see you, but I know that you're there. Have some guests waiting patiently backstage, so I'm going to bring them on. Loyal Blue Wrench, channel member, the Bird Woman of YouTube. Watch out for her second channel, Fluff Chick Productions, Connie Cleary.
Hi-ho!
Something, dark side. Ah.
Good evening.
The tired midnight blogger himself, Curtis Selby.
Enter freely and of your own will.
Are you sure about that?
No, not really.
Otherwise, it's kidnapping.
That too.
Wait. Kidnapping is legal in this state, right?
I don't know what state you're in. The state of insanity?
Yes!
You guessed!
Speaking of kidnapping and or insanity,
Or
today's
Hey, 2 days!
Hail there, guys and gals.
Howdy.
I can't talk long right now, so
Hey,
just saying hi really
Understood.
quickly.
Understood.
all right.
Yep.
State of denial. Yeah. Not just the river in Egypt anymore, is it?
Now for something completely different.
Yes. The woman who will be murdering me very soon. The reason why I knew you were all really here. She's already shaking her head no. You know this is true. Sense Corner.
You always accuse me of such violence. Like, my goodness.
Because we know you could get away with it.
Yeah.
Dark
Ah.
secret.
If only.
My partner in crime. The toxic gunslinger himself. The what the hell are you measuring? Outlaw Beer.
I'm not even commenting.
Hey. All right. Hello in the chat to Alistair's Queen Emma.
Yep.
All right.
How about them Dodgers, eh? Winning the championship. Go
We just need
Dodgers!
2 more panel members and we'll be the Brady Bunch. Of course, I guess that makes Tim Alice.
Well, we'll see. Definitely have some invites out So a few more people might be joining us before the show is over. However, before that, our pal here, Ms. Fluff Chick Productions, Birdwoman of YouTube, Connie Cleary, has a few words to say about a certain situation she's come to notice here on YouTube that she feels she should kind of inform the folks about. So, Connie, take the floor.
I hate fucking trolls.
Okay.
Well, recently, I'm a mod on another channel. I've been with him for about 5 years now. Haven't seen this in a while. Excuse me. There's a couple of them that were changing their profiles or the channels a couple minutes before they would come in and start chatting. Kept doing it. Mess around with the channel and everything else. And there's 3 of us were constantly blocking them. The owner of the channel put the 1 minute block, actually the 1 minute subscriber mode on for his channel. That worked for a few minutes. That didn't last long. It came start all over again. He ended up putting a 24-hour subscriber mode on his channel, and it's been like this for the last 3 or 4 days. We haven't seen like this in about 3-4 years. But when this happened last time, those couple of years ago, it was way worse. And all of his mods, including me, were blocking. The person who kept switching out the channels, his channels, for our members' channels. And that was going on for a few hours until the owner of that channel decided to put the subscriber mode in. Just giving guys a heads up. It is real. It's a pain in the ass. It does. And you get those trolls that are harassing this, that, and everything else. There's a couple that were. There's one that was doing that to me on my Instagram accounts. I blocked them. They took care of it. And recently, there's a couple who were calling us bullies because we were doing our jobs.
Yeah.
Trying to protect the channels because of these idiots. They're kept changing channels and all that crap. Just aggravating. So that's it for now for me.
You are a true warrior.
Thank you.
Fighting the good fight.
We all deal with trolls from time to time. You just gotta play whack-a-mole and whack them hard. And
It sounds like exactly what she was doing.
Yeah, I was. And occasionally we'll get an idiot here and there. Everyone does. You have to like tell them that okay, you're not supposed to be doing that, and they're usually good and be done. But there's every once in a while you got to block them.
Yeah.
But the last couple of days, it's been a pain in the ass.
That's terrible.
Yeah, ruin it for everyone else, and also it kills the channel, the chat as well when like it happens for about a week or 2. Don't matter who you are, it kills the chat, and then it'll work. Then the chat will start coming back to the normal speed of where it should be at. So
Yeah.
Have Batleth will travel, indeed.
What's that?
Have Batleth will travel.
Exactly. Exactly right.
Damn right.
Would like to say hello to a few people who've joined us late. Our man from the future, Sashi. Mikey CS4, Be Yourself Adventures Raid. Thank you. Ruben Christopher Haynes. Good to see you, sir. All right. And Jonathan Conroy. Good to see you. All right.
Hello, hello, hello,
Hey,
everybody.
Smash the like button and enjoy the show, indeed. All right.
I promise I won't play hard.
Yeah. So, that was. Just kidding. Okay. Here's alarm. Oh no.
I ain't dead yet.
Feeling better? Alright.
I want to go for a walk.
No, you're not. You're near death. You're not fooling anyone.
I feel happy.
Troy, would you,
Would I? What? You want me to take over?
No, I mean, this... Okay, never mind.
You're supposed to thump me on the head.
I'm not commenting.
Yeah. No, you're not. You'll be stone dead in a moment.
Right.
All right. Well, yeah. I mean, that's the thing, man. I mean, that's why I'm glad we have the mods here. You know, my chats are usually, I would say, 9 times out of 10, pretty chill. You know, like the class acts that we have in our chat right now. You're all good people. Please hit the like button. Please like me. Okay.
There you go.
Anyway, yeah, I mean, but it does happen. Like, I mean,
Yeah.
I
mind,
think
yeah.
Bill. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Connie.
Go ahead. I said, keep in
I
mind
think-
the channel that I'm talking about. He had like 211K already,
Hmm.
and I know a couple here in the chat. I don't know which channel that I'm talking about too. He's been in the chat a couple of times.
All right. All right. Joining us on the panel, Real Wade Nation Gaming Clips. Good to see you, sir.
Oh,
Hey, hey.
yeah.
Real way.
Oh, real way.
Hi.
Hey, Real Wade.
What's up? Man, today's been busy. You know, life's life. How's everybody doing?
Yeah, I think we're all doing pretty well.
So,
pretty well.
what is tonight's topic of discussion? What are we discussing here? What are we doing?
Yeah.
Okay, tonight's topic. Well, Connie just covered the first part, which is the situation that's kind of getting worse on some channels with trolls, and we're just kind of praising the mods because they've got our back, so we don't have to worry about that stuff. All we do is show.
Thank you, mods.
Yes, thank you, mods. Indeed. Mods Unite. There's actually a Twitter group that's called Mods Unite, which I'm a part of. So good to go, guys. All right. Since I have Sin here, there's going to be a brief. We're going to discuss some of the newer movies and what we think the mystery night is going to be about tomorrow night. And then we're going to get down to the physical media section for the second half of the show. All right. So so have your selections ready to everybody who wants to join in that part of the show. I've got 4 selections right here to go. So we'll be going at least 4 times around the horn. Yeah. That's going to be part of the show. Yeah. All right. So, this is an anti-troll pro-mod show. So we got that out of the way. Good to go. And all right, since I have Sin here, all right, we have another mystery movie night coming up here tomorrow. And then, of course, we will be reviewing whatever that movie might be Tuesday night at 7 Eastern with our pals Off the Cover and Kyle Corwith. So, yeah, it's going to be a fun one. We're going to have a full house tomorrow. I mean, Tuesday.
So
And,
is the movie a mystery? What?
It's a mystery. We don't know.
Okay.
What
We
it's
don't
gonna
know.
be.
Okay.
So there is a Reddit thread that has been trying to that every time there's a mystery movie, they try to guess ahead of time what the movie is going to be, and they tend to be right most of the time, I've noticed. And one of the movies that's being bandied about as a possibility is Heretic with
I
Hugh
would
Grant.
love that.
That would be perfect timing as well.
Right. Well, I
it's
have a
supposed to
ticket
be-
for it too, so I can cancel
well.
my ticket if that's what it is. Yeah, that would be awesome. It's rated R, right? Is it a rated R?
This I was under the impression it was a PG-13, but tomorrow night's movie is supposed to be an R. So I could be wrong.
Is a PG-13? Really?
Is it? I don't know. I was under the impression it was a PG-13 for some reason.
check.
Anyway,
It might
not
be.
immaterial. But
It matters for the mystery movie because they
It
don't
matters.
lie about the rating.
that's
Even though
true.
they lie
I
about
don't
the
think they have
time.
yet. They do lie about the time.
It's rated
because
R.
they're-
Heretic is rated R.
Oh, even better. Yes. Go for it.
There you go.
Go for it. If you're going to do a horror movie, make it fucking
And
R, man. Let's go
Heretic
for
is
it.
an hour and Heretic is an hour and 50, and
So
they
that fits
list
in
the
the time
mystery
frame.
movie as 1 hour 53. So it's off,
Mm-hmm.
but maybe they're only lying by 3 minutes. Sometimes they've lied by a lot more.
Because they do one of the things they use to trick you, whether it's on purpose or not, is they're usually anywhere between 4 to 20 minutes off on their website about how long the movie is. It is on purpose.
Definitely on purpose because they know what
So-
it's going to be, but they don't want you to accurately guess, so they lie about the showtime or the time, the running time. I will know this time tomorrow, obviously.
Yeah.
But I'll be busy watching Halloween stuff with Troy, so won't be able to talk about
Indeed.
it till Tuesday.
Yes. Last call Monday night at the movies is going to be a double feature of Troy. I'll let you.
Yeah. So somehow, despite my antics over the past year or so, Sin has decided that she will still come back on my channel for a rewatch of not that one. Not that one. We are going to be watching in my personal opinion, the only two Halloween films in my head canon. The way that John Carpenter originally intended it, with Halloween being an anthology film instead of, sequel after sequel, all Michael Myers all the time. It'll be the original Halloween and Halloween 3 Season of the Witch.
Yep.
But, well, I'll talk more about that tomorrow. That's what we're doing tomorrow. I'm going to go ahead and start out at 8 Central, and Sin, you just join in when you can, assuming you have internet.
Yeah, I know, I was thinking, if this happens again, there is a message here. It means I'm not
You're not supposed to be on my channel ever.
I mean, I've already been on there once, so what the heck? But
I know.
I go to the mystery movie 7, and which means it'll probably start at 7, anywhere from 7:20 to 7:30. So I will definitely be late, but as soon as I get home, I'll log on. So I'll be. So you guys will probably be already in the midst of the first one. I've seen that movie so many times. already. So
Halloween movies
yes,
don't
they
have to be
do. Of course they do.
Well, Doug Glitter was talking about this during Geeky Geezers, and it's a fair point. You know, his suggestion was, hey, what about Charlie Brown? It's the Great Pumpkin, and I'm like, I'm totally. I may end up doing that on because next Friday we're going to be doing the Paul Lynde Halloween special with Kiss and Witchy Poo and the Wicked Witch of the West. And I was like, that's only an hour. I could probably do the Peanuts Christmas Halloween. Sure, why not?
Oh, non-scary Halloween movies, they don't count for me at all.
There is something to be said though for the non-scary, get the kids, excited about Halloween type stuff.
Yeah. Speaking of Halloween stuff and things that's safe for kids, I when I was away in New Jersey, and I did a review for this as well. When I was away in New Jersey, I saw a movie called Monster Summer, which would be really a good kids sort of safe, family friendly-ish movie. It wasn't super scary. It was okay. It was definitely better than Joker 2.
Sounds like just about everything was better than Joker 2.
I'm still angry about that movie.
I love your review for Joker 2, which was just simply nope.
Nope.
I could not think of words. I was just like, oh no. I was just like, I could not think. Like my brain was still in just like explosion angry mode. I stewed about it the whole way home. I had a meeting I had to get to later, so I had like an hour to film this thing. I just was so it was 10 minutes of just nothing but me bitching about it. Yeah, it was terrible. Have you guys seen it?
Nope.
I refuse to.
Nope. But Big Al gave it 1 out of 5 stars, so that tells me what I need to know there.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Ooh, it was.
When I heard that they were going to do the second one, I said, "Hell no! I didn't even see the first one."
Oh, the first one! I love the first one.
Me neither.
I would like to see the first one.
The first one is very good. I enjoyed the hell out of that movie. It's super good. And I don't think a second one was necessary. But the thing is, they completely blew it. And I'm wondering, did Todd Phillips? So it really feels to me. I mentioned that it felt like he just didn't give a shit. But I'm starting to wonder if he some people were like, oh, he did this. This was an FU to the fans of the first one. And I'm hearing about behind the scenes stuff that he didn't want to do a sequel. And when he did the first one, he didn't necessarily want it to be attached to a DC IP or anything like that. But the studios insisted you're not going to get funding for it unless you attach it to something like that. So I'm wondering if this movie was an FU to the studios.
I think so. Yes.
That's what
Despite what he said. And actually, see, maybe I'm getting a little meta. Maybe I'm doing, too many levels of chess here. But when he came out at the fans and said, this was an FU at the fans because they all misunderstood it. This wasn't about, I don't know, whatever political thing he was arguing it was or wasn't about. I think that was a great way for him to, piss people off. Because it's pretty obvious. Whenever these directors and stars come out at the fans, the film tanks. I'm looking at you, Wicked. That you're going to be next. And
oh my gosh,
I don't know about that though.
There's a lot of fans of Wicked. They'll probably rush to it, but boy,
this is what I was saying on Geeky Geezers. I said she pulled her shenanigans really late in the game. There's a lot of people that have already pre-bought their tickets, but this is just the way what's it called, the rings of pewter or whatever it is that has pissed off all of the Tolkien fans, she did a great job of pissing off all the Wicked fans who are going, sorry, girl, this is not about you. This is about Wicked, you know? So, yeah, that remains to be seen. But anyway, you want to blow up a franchise really darn quick, that's the way to do it. And if you want to say F you to the studio, can't come up with a better way than that. So
yeah.
I kind of think that's what his plan, his intention was there. Just my take, though, with no insight behind the scenes.
I mean, I would rather that than him intentionally trying to attack the fans. Or you know,
yeah,
just crap
I don't think he cares about fans of. He never wanted this to be about a DC Comics character anyway.
Yes.
You know, yeah, that was the point. I agree. But so yeah.
Yeah, the difference between Joker 2 and say Matrix 4, which I think was also meant to be kind of a troll movie against the studio, was say what you want about the fourth Matrix movie, and I think I liked it just a smidge better than most people because I got the fact that this is a troll movie against the studio. This is not a movie going after the fans because they threw a lot of stuff in there that I think fans of the movies like. Would have been nice if Fishburne were in there, but whatever. That to me was the difference. Was that was a movie that was trolling the studio, but not trying to troll fans. This was a situation of someone trying to troll the studio, and the fans got caught in the middle. And those are not the people you want to piss off right now.
Yeah. Agree.
And that's why the studio is now $200 million in the hole.
Yeah, it tanked hard that second week.
Phillips is not going to make a studio film again after this. I'm telling you right now, he's done.
Well, maybe if that was his intention, he got his wish.
You really think he's gonna get the? Yeah, but look at J.J. Abrams. He ruined Star Wars, and he still gets films made.
Well, the Star Wars decline started with the second movie, and he didn't do that one. Rian Johnson did that one. People were happy with the first one that he did, and then Rian Johnson came along and just crapped all over all of that. And then J.J. Abrams tried to course correct, and there was just no course correcting that was good enough. So I don't know how much of that is completely his fault. But yeah. It's a shame. I don't understand. I don't understand this trend. Yeah, I do agree, Darth. It did begin with The Force Awakens, but that didn't piss everybody off. Even though people were like, well, it's okay. I liked it all right when I first saw it. It was okay. Mm-hmm. But boy, by the second one, I was like, nope, I'm out. Yeah, I know it's coming out.
That's quick.
To Blu-ray? You think it's quick?
Why? See, it's a very different paradigm than it used to be. They're not making any money off of it once it leaves the theater. So the sooner they get it out on physical media, the sooner they make money on it. Remember, Ryan Reynolds is the one calling the shots on this. He wants his money. So imagine that, somebody who's a producer who wants to make money and gets his say on, the decisions that will or won't make it money. Yeah, exactly. This is what it's supposed to look like,
Well, it made very good money, so that's definitely one I will be adding to my physical and digital collection.
We have gotten all of the Deadpool.
Where do you go buy it? If Best Buy's not selling Blu-rays and disc, And Walmart and Target is no longer selling the disc. Where do you get it?
Amazon.
Right?
Yeah, Amazon.
You get a
Or Grove. I mean, there's a bunch of places. There's a bunch of outlets.
With Amazon, I can get it overnight and not pay any
Well,
shipping.
yeah,
So.
you pre-order and like it comes when it comes.
Well, I never pre-order anything.
I wait. Usually the price drops, so I wait.
Exactly. And then I go, I can get it for this much, Amazon Prime, so I don't pay for shipping, and I can have it by whatever date it was that I wanted to watch it,
Smart move.
We do have a few people who have joined us.
Yep.
I want to say hello to Low Spec Linux Gaming. I almost said Linux Laptop. Linux Gaming this time. Hello. The Clue channel, of course. Good to see you, Star. And a view of Drew. All right. Well, one movie that I wanted to bring up, because I saw this recently, and I really dug the hell out of it, and it is a movie called Oddity.
Oh, I heard about that. Is it on Shudder right now? I've been meaning to watch that.
Yes, it's on. I watched it on Shudder last night.
Okay.
And this is actually a pretty good one.
Ooh, okay.
It's okay. I'll just explain it this way. This way, I won't give anything away because I want to give nothing away about this. All right. A woman is murdered. And her twin sister, who is kind of involved with the occult, decides she is going to investigate, find out who did it, and get her revenge.
Okay.
That's all I'm going to say.
Okay.
Because this it gets twisty. And very, very few characters, but not in that way that it feels like it's a COVID production. You know what I mean? When it feels like they're just separating people out on purpose because of all these restrictions. This is just it's a small story, 2 locations really. And then, this very small cast. And the only one who is in it that I've seen before is Gwilym Lee, who is the guy who played Brian May in Bohemian Rhapsody. But you're not going to recognize him in this. He looks completely different. I go, oh, that's the same guy? Okay. Because he looked like Brian May, and he had that crazy hair and all that, and yeah, that's the same guy. Okay, yeah. So it's a cast of mostly unknowns. The lead actress who you see in the poster here, she plays both sisters, so she's pretty good too. Everybody's really good in it. It's like I figured some of what was going on out. It's the how they get to it that was the surprise, and it gets interesting. It's directed by a guy named Damian McCarthy, and he had another movie out a couple of years ago. It's also on Shudder called Caveat.
Okay.
And I don't know if you remember that, Sin, but it's the one that has like that crazy looking rabbit totem thing in it.
I never saw that.
It shows up in Oddity. The rabbit thing.
Like an Easter egg?
Yeah, like an Easter egg. And it's like,
That's funny.
Nice. I saw what he did there.
That's funny.
Yeah. And it's an interesting film. I don't want to give anything else away. Everything I've mentioned so far is basically in literally like the first 5 minutes.
Okay.
Wow.
I don't want to go beyond that.
That does sound amazing.
Yeah.
It's pretty. It's going to be really high on my list at the end of the year. It's going to be, if not top 10, at least honorable mention. It's that good.
Cool.
Yeah. So it's not a sequel. It's not a remake. This is an original film.
Better or worse than New Life?
For me, about equal. But I really like New Life, and New Life I know is a movie that I'm starting to feel like I overhyped a bit because I dug it, but people didn't like it as much as I did. Because I know, Sin, you've reviewed that. Al's reviewed it. I would say, to me, equal-ish. But I think, Sin, you might like this one better.
Okay. I mean, I have been hearing some positive stuff about this. I try not to pay too much attention, but that's why I was interested in watching it, because I've seen folks talk about it on Twitter. But then I just keep forgetting about it. There's only like 50 million movies I want to see.
There is, because I went and made the mistake on Letterboxd where they have the watch list, because what I did was that I just put every 2024 movie I haven't seen yet on the list, so I can keep track. I'm not going to have time for all this.
Yeah, boy, you should see my watch list on there. It's ridiculous.
I'll bet. And hello to Lemon Pie. Join us from the side. Hi, good to see you. Always there during the karaoke shows. Good to see you. All right. So yeah, I wanted to bring that up as kind of my my pick of the week, and I'm probably going to review it sometime down the line. Another one I saw recently was the new Hellboy movie.
Oh, wait,
Crooked Man.
Wait. There's a new Hellboy movie?
Yeah, it went straight to stream or whatever.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's actually not bad.
Who's in it?
Someone you probably never heard of before.
Hellboy is played by a guy named Jack Kessie. And I saw him before in a movie called The Outpost, which came out a couple of years ago about the Battle of Kamdesh. And
I saw a trailer for that years back, I think.
He was in that with the Scott Eastwood and Orlando Bloom. Yeah.
Okay.
Really good. Another really good movie. So he was in that, and he actually makes a pretty decent. Hellboy. He put me in mind of Ron Perlman watching that movie. It's not like an impersonation. It's just like he's doing a younger version of what Ron Perlman was doing. It had very much that vibe to it. And
is it better than the remake?
Was it better? Well, it's definitely better than the one David Harbour was in by far.
So I'm wondering if that's why they didn't put it in theaters, because that one just bombed so terribly.
Yeah, and the only other guy was in it that I recognized is the guy who plays Jimmy on Yellowstone. I'm blanking on his real name right now, but I've seen him in other stuff before. But I know he's on Yellowstone now, so he's the only other one. And I think there was like one other actor in there that I had seen in something else previous, but it's mostly kind of unknown, low budget, which did kind of hurt it in places. working on you're trying to do a Hellboy movie on a smaller budget, but you don't really need to do that because they're out in the country anyway. They're in the Appalachians,
Appalachians.
Appalachians. I'm from the South. I should know.
The natives call it I know. I was saying, like, all right, deleted.
All right, fine. You know what I mean. I can't speak. My tongue is numb. But yeah, it's so, and it takes place in like 1959.
Okay.
So it kind of very much has that kind
of
late
platform
50s
is it
feel
on?
to it. Well, I saw it on
the 7 Seas.
Well, yes and no. I did find it on YouTube.
Oh.
So somebody obviously ripped it from somewhere.
Oh, okay.
But so I saw it on YouTube, and it's not a bad movie. Hello to Decepticons Caves of Collectibles. New name in my chat. Thank you. Hope you enjoy the show. So they have this Hellboy and his partner and this FBI guy who gets dispatched like almost immediately. That's not a spoiler. They get into they're trying to they're supposed to take this artifact back to the professor, who you don't see but he gets referenced, and the artifact, which turns out to be this kind of spider creature. This is all first 5 minutes, people. I'm not giving anything away. It gets it's loose. There's a whole fight. The FBI guy is killed. The train car derails. So they're kind of stuck in town, in this kind of backwater out in the middle of nowhere. And then this... they find out that there's like a witch. She's in league with the Crooked Man character, and they wind up kind of having to fight these guys. And there's this whole sequence where they get... That's almost kind of John Carpenter-esque in a lot of ways, especially with the music.
Oh. You definitely have my attention.
And there's a sequence. There's a sequence where they are kind of trapped into church with this kind of zombie horde outside, and I thought it was interesting. I liked it, and it's just over an hour and a half, so it doesn't outstay its welcome. It's not too long. So yeah, and comic accurate because you have Mike Mignola involved with writing the script. So you have the creator of the character writing for the character, which I like the idea of.
I will be adding that one to my list as well.
Yeah. Is it going to be for everybody? No. I know the reviews on it have been mixed. I say it's a rental. It's fine, one of those movies it's one of those movies you watch on a Saturday night with a pizza and a beer, and you're not going to waste your time, Cool.
And I think Outlaw Bill is saying in the private chat that he's got a film to recommend.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
I just watched Brothers. It's a dark comedy. It's available to watch on Prime. It stars Peter Dinklage, Josh Brolin, Glenn Close, Marissa Tomei, and Brendan Fraser. I had a blast watching that film today. I actually probably going to watch it again here for too long, but it's a dark comedy, and it's highly entertaining. I found it. I was really, really impressed on how good that film is.
I think I saw the poster for that.
And that's a new one that I think recently got released to Prime.
I think it came out this weekend, on Prime.
It's called Brothers. Yeah. I went close. I couldn't. I didn't even know that was hers. So like, whoa, she shocked me. But she puts up a stellar performance too. They all do, Yeah. So yeah, definitely check that out if you guys can.
I have to
put it on your list.
Oh, and if you don't mind explicit-ish scenes of certain activities, Disclaimer is a show that I screened for Apple TV, and that one to me, I really, really enjoyed the hell out of that one. It's a 7-episode starring Kate Blanchett and Kevin Kline, and it's a revenge story. That's about the best way I can think to describe it. So I think the first few episodes have already come out, but I believe it doesn't end. If they release it weekly, I think it doesn't end till sometime in November.
Oh. So where can we find that again?
Apple TV Plus for anybody who and it might also be on the 7 Seas. I haven't checked.
Yeah, that's. I'll be honest, it's how I see most things anymore.
Well, so for me, a lot of times I can get access to stuff because
you get
film
screeners.
Critic. I can I can get screeners, so I can do things above board. But not everything, obviously, but most things. I do attempt to do things legitimately. But sometimes you just can't find stuff, actually. Sometimes stuff is not available.
Mm-hmm.
So, but yeah, that one was, I really, really enjoyed that.
Cool. So anything that you're looking forward to between now and the end of the year? Or?
I got one.
You think?
Okay, cool. Hit it.
Hey, I will preface, I didn't watch the whole thing, but the parts I've seen of Inside Out 2, I know it's a hot topic. It wasn't that bad. It entertained me. When I should have been in the middle of the stream, I went to go get water on a break on my stream, and I'm like, oh, this isn't as bad as I thought it would be. Now, I didn't finish it, and I will probably watch it tomorrow completely, but it's not half bad. I mean, it's not, I don't have any high. I mean, it was something to just turn the brain off. It wasn't like compared to any other older Pixar, it's not, doesn't hold up, but it's not horrendous from what I saw. But I watch it from beginning to end, but the last one I actually saw, not in the theater, obviously, but
No, that's great, man. I mean, if you found it entertaining, if it worked for you, I mean, I think that's great. I mean, I heard good things about it.
And I thought I was worried. I was like, are they really gonna do it? And then like heard about it. I'm like, and then I don't remember what I was doing, but I was like, I had a second. I'm like, well, yeah, that's. So I need to watch it from beginning to end tomorrow. It wasn't half bad. Now I don't know what everybody else says, but to me, as long as it's entertaining, it doesn't have to be a 10 out of 10. Just
No,
just can't. To me, it has to be better than Joker.
It's not a very high bar.
I couldn't find the Joker on the high seas. I was looking for it.
This was one of those movies where the audience and critics were almost in 100% agreement. Both
for what, Joker?
Audience
that
Joker
bad?
Too, yes, in the low 30s.
Yeah.
Both.
I figured it was going to be bad. That's why I was like,
I didn't figure it was going to be as bad as it was.
Yeah, but I was like, once I heard everybody, I'm like, I wasn't going to go. I didn't see the first one, and I'm like, I don't have to decide to go see the second one. I'm like, yeah.
Well, I'm looking forward to God, Nosferatu.
Yeah, me too.
In December, and
Wait.
Gladiator 2, which I know I'm going to give it a chance. Gladiator 2, I bought my ticket already. I'm going to go see Venom 3 this week and Heretic.
Oh, nice.
But I mean, yeah, if that's tomorrow, then I'll get to see it sooner than expected.
Yeah. One movie I'm really looking forward to is a movie called The Best Christmas Pageant Ever.
Oh, yeah, I saw the trailer for that.
Yeah, and it's based on a book that I actually read like probably 30-something, maybe even 40 years ago. I was really young. And they actually
had
did
to read
like
in school a lot of times. Sorry, go ahead.
Well, it was brought up. It was brought up in school, and it was read to us. And then I went out and I got my own copy. I might still have it. I don't know, but they did a version of it on television back in I think like the mid '80s, which you can actually find on YouTube. And please see it. And Hello to Playing Down Under. So now they've remade it, and I love that story because it's this woman who gets roped into directing the Christmas pageant, the Nativity, and the town makes like a big deal out of this every year. But the woman who usually directs it breaks her leg and has to stay immobile, so she's now bedridden. She has to she gets a replacement who's the lead character, and she winds up casting these 5 siblings, the Herdmans. And these kids are basically human chupacabras. They are hellraisers.
Yeah.
Because they are the mother works 2 jobs. The father is not in the picture, and there are various reasons given for why he's not in the picture. You don't really know, but he is no longer there. So these kids are kind of left to their own devices much of the time, and they're kind of very rough around the edges, wild. They've kind of become the bullies, and part of the story is them sort of redeeming themselves through being involved with the play, and just this woman giving these kids a chance. And it's a nice story. My concern for it, and hello to Canadian Spider-Man. My concern about it, because there is this religious thread through the movie, which is in the books and in the TV version. They don't hit you over the head with it, but it's there. My concern is that it's just going to be fobbed off as just a boring faith-based movie for right-wingers, and that's not what this is.
Yeah, no, it's not.
It's a redemption story for these kids, and I hope that people give that a chance. I hope it's a good movie. I hope they don't blow it. But it's the one I'm looking forward to. Go ahead, Tim.
In the original TV movie, Loretta Swit from TV's MASH was the mother that had to take over the Christmas pageant.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did that. My senior year of high school, my advanced drama class, we had to do that play as a class project.
Oh, nice.
So we did it as a full regular high school production, but it was mainly just the class doing it, but then some of the people in the class, they got their younger siblings involved in it. So we had some real non-high school kids in it. So it just wasn't high school kids playing 7 and 8-year-olds. We had some I think some 5, 6, 7, and 8-year-olds in there as well.
Nice.
And it was nice. We got to sing some Christmas carols and that, so it was pretty Christmas themed.
I don't know.
But it was just a one act 1 hour play. So it wasn't that long.
Yeah. Well, they're definitely going to have to add some stuff to get it to 90 minutes, yeah. But,
yeah. I think maybe the TV... I don't know if that TV movie starring Loretta Swit, if that was longer than an hour or not. I know it...
No, I think it was just an hour.
It was? Yeah, because...
I think so, yeah.
I remember the TV movie they got the firemen down there, but it turned out that it was just something was burning in the oven.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And
because they think the kids have set the place on fire. Which
yeah. And in the stage play, that Imogen Herdman, she's in the bathroom smoking cigarettes. And in the stage play, it's weird. The bathroom door is just a trap door on the stage, on the floor. So somebody opens it up, all the smoke comes out, and then one of the mothers involved saying, "Fire! There's a fire!" And then I think for the stage version, we had like a red flashing light, and we had to borrow like 2 firemen outfits to have two of our class members to play firemen for one scene. So two of our cast dressed up as firemen, and I think held a real fire hose, not hooked up. And then I remember for the hospital scenes, for that lady that broke her leg, we had somebody playing the nurse just wearing, like, scrubs.
Right on. Cool. All right.
But it did have a nativity scene in both the TV movie I saw and in the stage play. So it was kind of like Charlie Brown with the nativity scene.
Yeah.
But without Linus reciting. I don't think it had... The stage version, I think, had a little bit of reciting from the Bible.
Yeah, I remember reading that in grade school too.
Yeah, I think when I was the 1st or 2nd grade, our teacher read us the story.
All right. I do want to say hello to John Doe Juggalo for joining us.
Mm-hmm.
All right. All right. Well, let us get down to brass tacks. Let's get down to the nitty-gritty. Let's get down to what everybody has been looking forward to, and that is the promised physical media section of the show. I figured we would go 4 times around a horn for whoever wants to be precipitate. We don't have a gun to your head, you know. You are not going to be forced into participating. You know,
don't shoot!
We do not yet live in a country where you have to participate, whether you like to or not.
Joy.
How bright is
Power to the people.
Right.
All right. So I'll start. And, well, anthology films have kind of been popping up in the media again lately. What with the VHS films and Terrifier comes from an anthology film. So I thought, go with the best anthology film of all time, in my opinion, Creepshow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Creepshow.
Yeah. The first time I ever saw Ed Harris in a movie.
Oh.
And then, like 5 minutes later, he's gone.
yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. And, damn it.
Can it?
And, yeah. All right. That's what you get for being an unknown. You got to start somewhere. And it amazes me, how many actors actually start out doing horror films, and how many directors too start out doing horror, because it's easy. It doesn't cost as much, and if you made a good one, you get to do another one. In case those of you in Hollywood have forgotten.
And almost anybody who's has been in a horror movie at one time or another.
Oh yeah,
true.
Yes, Tim.
Please excuse my ignorance, but who is Ed Harris? What is he known for?
Ooh.
The Rock.
That's fair.
Okay.
That's fair.
Right stuff.
Apollo 13.
Yeah.
Okay.
Night Riders.
Milk Money.
Yeah, I don't think I've watched those.
Milk
Really?
Money.
Yeah. Okay. Borderline with Charles Bronson. He's the bad guy in that.
The Truman Show.
Truman Show, yeah.
Oh, yeah, I forgot he was in that.
Yeah.
What's the one where he's a serial killer? With Sean Connery as an attorney.
Oh.
Like that.
Just Cause.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just Cause.
Oh, I forgot all about that one.
Yeah, so did I.
Wow.
Oh yeah, Tim, he has major credits. He's been in a lot of stuff.
Did you see the cable series Westworld?
I was getting ready to say Westworld.
Yeah, Westworld.
I've never seen Westworld, but I have the DVD of the movie, of the 70s
Yeah, no,
movie.
it was the series. It was the series I was talking about, yeah.
Enemy at the Gates, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Plays the German sniper, yeah.
Most of us saw him first in The Right Stuff.
The Right Stuff, where he plays John Glenn. Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. And hello to Chrissy, the Slasher Dude. Another new name. Thank you, sir. All right. So yeah. I'm sure you have to have seen him in something at some point, Tim.
I think
you probably have seen him and just don't know him. Yeah.
I think I saw The Right Stuff in either high school English class or some other class in school. But it's been so long.
He was in a movie called Coma. Do you remember that one? Back from 78?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's a good movie.
That just came out on Blu-ray not too long ago, but I still haven't watched. I haven't got it. I haven't watched it. It just came out on Blu-ray recently.
Yeah. And Tom Selleck's in that.
Yep.
Coma?
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot he was in that.
Yeah, Tom Selleck seemed to be in a bunch of B-grade horror movies back in the 70s before he played Magnum.
Yeah.
You know, we were just talking about Harris because he was the voice in Field of Dreams.
Was he?
Yep. Yep, he was the voice. It's unconfirmed, but pretty much everyone is assuming it.
It's probably him. Yeah.
Yeah.
I would think. It makes sense. He's the only one who's not in that movie who should be, so it's
right.
True.
Yeah. And he's married to Amy Madigan anyway, so.
Exactly.
There you go.
And Amy Madigan, I think, was in Streets of Fire.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, she was in that too.
Yeah, I still need to watch all of that, but I've heard the songs from that movie. It's one I still need to watch.
He was also in James Cameron's The Abyss.
The Abyss, yeah.
Oh, I forgot that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did The Abyss finally get a Blu-ray?
Good one.
Yeah, probably.
I don't
probably
know.
I think in HD. Yeah.
All right. Well, we got a couple of people I know we have to kind of get out of here pretty quickly, so I'm going to jump ahead in the order, and I'm going to go to Curtis next. Curtis, what do you have for us?
All right. Thank you very much. I hate to leave, but I'm wearing out fast. I don't know that I've got anything.
Thus the
really
name.
Impressive. You got it. You got it. There's reasons why I do that. Now I'm smart enough to do this, I promise.
So you're Curtis Selby?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir. That is the name. The tired is real. I am forgetting how to do this.
Yeah,
Where's
so
the
you're going to have to go
camera
lay your head down and sleep soon.
thing?
Yes.
Yeah.
Got to stop vlogging and start sleeping. Yeah.
Here we go.
Yeah, he
This
had
is
a
me.
busy day.
Now, I don't have all of them, and in fact,
X-Files,
yeah, I love these. I know they're not exactly horror, but there's a
Some
lot
of them are horror
elements.
Yeah, a lot of them are though. A lot of those episodes were horror.
There's at least one I can think of that truly is horror.
And which one?
Oh yeah,
I love the Abyss or the
the one with the hillbilly family.
Oh my gosh!
Oh,
So
yeah.
cool.
Oh yeah,
that scared me.
Tell me that's not a television version of The Hills Have Eyes or something like that.
Exactly. And I've always kind of thought the cigarette smoking man had kind of a subtle horror about him. I could only find this one, but I think the whole series. But Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
I not only have the whole series, but I also have the motion comic that represents the like kind of animated version of the after the last episode of Buffy.
I've never watched it, but I read the comics.
Yep.
I was married at the time, so I couldn't buy them. That's a story for another day. But I read them in a store because I'm just that way. Mm-hmm. And then again, I don't have all of them, and I can't find all of the ones that I have. But I am at least a moderate fan. Actually, I'm a really big fan until they kind of jumped the shark to me.
Yeah.
Of Supernatural. I really like those the brothers. Their politics notwithstanding, and you know, all the fighting the devil and fighting ghosts, all that stuff.
Yeah.
That and Dean looks just like my brother used to. Oh, there it is. And that's all I've got for tonight. So
groovy.
Fair.
Groovy.
All right.
Groovy.
As Ash would say.
Oh. Yeah.
So are you going to have to leave us, or?
If y'all don't mind, I don't mean to whine, but I worked Oktoberfest in Tulsa yesterday, which turns out is about the 4th or 5th biggest Oktoberfest in the world.
Wow.
Believe it or not.
Okay.
And I lost.
So what if we do mind?
Oh man! I'll probably you'll probably end up with just me going. You know.
So you're telling me Tulsa's fucking hammered right now?
But like, I didn't hardly drink anything because I had to drive about 2 hours to get there.
Oh man!
But I slugged about 50 kegs, which I didn't even think I could still do. And that doesn't count the empties that I helped move and so on and so on and so on. So, and you know, it's Yeah. So I'm beat. I'm sorry.
I couldn't be around all that beer and not drink.
I did finally drink 4 ounces of a lager, but that's all I would let myself drink with that long drive. If it was like 20 minutes down the road, I'd have probably let myself have 1 or 2 more, but a 2-hour drive, nah. So anyway, but I love being with you guys and I appreciate it, and I'll keep you on in the background so I can hear all the groovy stuff you do.
There you go.
So what do you have coming up?
Tomorrow I'm going to be, or not tomorrow, Tuesday. I guess it is tomorrow then.
Yeah.
I'm going to be talking about. I know probably people get tired of me talking about politics, and I'm trying to back off of that a little bit. But since I can't go cold turkey, I've bought Kennedy's book, The Real Anthony Fauci. And so what I'm going to deliberately try not to share what Kennedy says about him, but what I do want to do is I want to share the sources he shares.
Okay.
So that we can kind of make up our own minds, this is the material, this is what government freaking websites say about the man. What do we think about him? And that's what I'm going to do Tuesday. I haven't decided on for Thursday. I'll probably leave up a poll and ask people what they want me to talk about. Hopefully, if I ask people what they want me to talk about, I'll talk about what they want to hear. And then I couldn't do Saturday morning cartoons this Saturday because of the aforementioned Oktoberfest. But I will do Scooby-Doo on this next Saturday coming up. So, and the government does lie. Yes, 100%. I agree with that.
Sadly.
Yeah. Yeah. I had one of my friends sent me a thing. I guess I'll dive a hair's breadth into politics, and he shared me this thing where someone was mocking Trump's masculinity, and I mean, whatever, I guess we can all be third graders if we want to, but I just don't really care anymore. I've heard so much bad stuff, and I don't doubt that maybe 20 or 30% of it's true. But when I find out that 70 to 80% of it is lies, I really don't care what you have to say anymore. I'm just saying. So anyway, now that I've depressed everyone, I'll let you guys do your thing. Appreciate you guys.
Mm-hmm. Good night, Curtis.
Hey, Curtis.
Damn it, man!
Night, Curtis.
Every time you do this to me, I'm okay.
Insane.
It's because you have these shows so doggone late, is why I deleted. Everybody's tired by the time it gets started.
And speaking of which, Sin,
Yes.
you are next. I understand you have a.
I screen shared because this is actually, yes, there you go. It's actually in my bedroom. It's the collector's edition of Silver Bullet, which I love this movie. It's better than the short story that it originated from. And it's got, the reason I got it is because of all these, look at this audio commentary, you guys, which I love. 2 audio commentaries. So I'm looking forward to taking a listen to all of that. But yeah, that's one of my physical collection things that I recently acquired, and I came totally unprepared.
It's got brilliant artwork on it too.
Yeah, it does. I love it. Now it says here, so it's sold out here, but this is available on Amazon very easily, and I got a used copy on eBay, so it's not something that's impossible to get.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is it's sitting like in my bedroom. I have this little seat that I sit in before I actually go to sleep. And it's like right there. I just need to pop it in my Blu-ray player and start checking out this stuff. Maybe I'll take it to Vegas with me or something and watch it on the plane. So yeah, this was one I wanted to show off.
Awesome.
That's the only one I have because yes, I have to log out because I have to get up early tomorrow. Unfortunately, dishwasher broke and they're supposed to be delivering a new one. And they say between 7 and 11. Now I'm going to rise just before 7, watch them not show up until 10:59.
Right.
So, but still, I can't take the chance. I need a freaking dishwasher. It takes too long to wash dishes by hand, y'all. So,
yep, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Oh my gosh, I spent all day Saturday washing dishes because the stupid dishwasher was broken. It's ridiculous.
All right.
But yeah, but it's been fun. Thanks for having me, and look forward to whenever we can do this again. Look forward to the movie watch party tomorrow, Troy.
Yep.
And
see you tomorrow night or later tonight.
Well, yeah, later. I'm hoping I can stay awake for
right.
movies. But yeah, so look forward to seeing y'all again. But unfortunately, I have to take off.
Okay.
So. Y'all have
anything
I don't
new?
Have
Sound booth theater or anything like that?
Oh, Sound booth theater. Our next stream is not going to be until November because December because we go to Vegas in November for a work function, and I have a review for an Alfred Hitchcock documentary that I'm going to try to put up this week. And I have a couple other reviews I want to film, but I don't know when those are going to go up. So that's like the only immediate thing. I've been just busy with traveling and stuff like that. So I haven't published a ton of stuff. But what was my latest review? I don't even remember. Oh, it was for Smile 2. It was like a minute long review. And before that, for disclaimer.
Was that good or bad?
It was. I enjoyed the first Smile up until the end. This one, the ending wasn't as annoying in its predictability as the first one. I wasn't crazy about the end, but I enjoyed the journey. And the chick who played the main character, I thought she did a really good job. It was a bit too long, though. Some scenes felt a bit repetitive in nature. We didn't need to continue to see that she was seeing things in her mind. You know, that it wasn't a lot of stuff wasn't. I mean, we already got the point. But I guess if you're a fan of the first one, you'll probably enjoy this one. So, yeah. But I didn't feel motivated enough to do a full-on review because I've been busy with work stuff. So I just did a short. But yeah, that's all I got.
Alrighty.
All right, you guys. Have a great rest of your stream.
Take care.
Bye.
Good night.
Good night, Sin.
Take care, Sin.
Good night, Sin.
All right.
Oh.
Now playing down under, we can see you. We can see you. You're good. All right. So we left off with Troy. What is your selection?
Well, these two kind of go together. Again, you know, my shtick is a series of films that I've created custom, you know, boxes and covers for because I like to make my own box set, so to speak. So this is a twofer, not very complete because I haven't gotten the most recent stuff yet. But the two, I've got Alien and Predator. So, and I got my, oh wait, is this Predator? That's Predator. With Alien, you know, I've got my listing here. I've got, let me see if I can read these. I've got, starting with Alien Covenant, you know, because I'm going, you know, in chronological order. Alien, Aliens, Alien 3, Alien Resurrection, and I have not yet gotten Prometheus and Romulus yet. So, and then over on the Predator side, of course, we've got Predator, Predator 2, and right now I've got the Alien vs. Predator and Alien vs. Predator Requiem in this box, and Predators, plural, have not yet gotten around to getting Prey and Predator Badlands. So when I do, I may have to rejuggle these boxes around. I definitely have room for them, although I may move the Alien vs. Predators to their own 2-disc box set, and then have the 3 of them together. So that's me being a completist. Obviously, the ones that I haven't gotten yet, I haven't seen yet. I've not heard very good things about a lot of those, but because I'm a completist, I feel I still have to get them. So there you go.
All right. Connie, what is your first selection?
I got 2 books here.
Right on.
And this is from Charles Adams, Black Maria. From a lot of these you can see from the New Yorker. Some people don't realize that the Adams family came from originally on from there. So
I know that.
Yeah. Dark Crystal.
Nice.
Cool.
Yeah. And where's that? I know it's a kid's stuff, but it has some of the holidays and it has Halloween. I had this for years. I usually watch my cousin's kids. So I popped this and a few of the other holidays in with the DVDs and the VHSs. Kid stuff, but I still watch it anyways. And that's it for me for right now.
Right on. All right. Hello to Moira Kitty.
Meow. Hi, Moira.
Yeah, Myra.
And a new face to the chat, Miss Frosty. A beautiful day. Good to meet you. Hope you enjoy the show. All right. Let's see. Tim.
Okay. Well, I don't know if you guys had ever seen this when it used to come on cable, like all the freaking time, but it's Roger Corman film The Terror from 1963.
Oh, nice.
It stars Jack Nicholson and Boris Karloff, and the two of them had just finished up a film called The Raven for Roger Corman, so just reusing those 2 actors plus the sets of The Raven, they ended up doing this period piece where Jack Nicholson's a soldier in, I think, Napoleon's army, and he gets separated from his regiment of soldiers, and he ends up getting washed up on this beach near this baron's castle, and he keeps seeing this girl played by Sandra Knight, who happened to be Jack Nicholson's wife at the time.
Mm-hmm.
And just a little bit of trivia. Sandra Knight was pregnant with their daughter, Jennifer Nicholson, who later became an actor, while they were making this.
Mm-hmm.
So that made it a bit more interesting, but yeah, Sandra Knight plays this girl. I thought her name was Elaine, but it's Helene with an H. So kind of like Helen or Helena or Helena, but it's Helene. But turns out she might also be Ilsa, who's the ghost of the Baron's dead wife. And Boris Karloff plays the Baron von Lepp, who's in this castle alone with his butler, Stefan, played by Dick Miller.
Hmm.
And then there's this lady that lives in a little cottage nearby. Her name's Katrina, and I think she's a witch. And she has a servant named Gustav, played by Jonathan Hayes, who was Seymour in the Corman Little Shop of Horrors. But Gustav is nearly mute. He only seems to be able to talk in whispers.
And an interesting tie-in between The Terror and Smile 2. Jack Nicholson's son, Ray, is in Smile 2. He's the guy who's on posters.
Yeah, and I think parts of The Terror might have been... Seemed like there were a couple other movies that The Terror was edited into. I think maybe parts of it were edited into Targets, which also starred Boris Karloff. And then I think Transylvania Twist with Robert Vaughn had parts of The Terror edited into it. But it's a fun little movie. It used to come on like cable all the time because it's in the public domain.
Mm-hmm.
But this Film Masters version's probably the best it's ever going to look.
Right on. Okay. Keep an eye out for that one. Bill.
Yo.
What are you for, sir?
Okay. I got some good ones. There's the Mario Brothers Blu-ray. Girl. One of my favorites from the 80s.
Nice.
I'm not too many probably don't have this. This is a Blu-ray 3D and Blu-ray. And I don't even have a 3D player, so I figure. Steelbook, Last Action Hero Blu-ray. Look how shiny and glossy that is. I'll get the good ones there. Oh. Private Eyes. Conway Dunn, that's 1981.
Yeah, that's another one that Roger Corman released.
Yeah.
It was New World Pictures, which was Corman's company.
Cannibal Frogs.
I thought it was called Cannibal Pharaoh.
Well, however you pronounce it, yeah.
Pharaohs. Yeah.
Yeah, like Cannibal Holocaust.
Banned in like 77 countries.
Yeah, it's like Cannibal Holocaust, but there's two movies I cannot bring myself to watch.
Cemetery Man, Rupert Everett, 1992. I love this film. De la Morte. And that is put out by Anchor Bay. And this is an independent film, an independent vampire film. Jeff Joinker's The Darkness vampire version. It's the vampire movie loaded with gore. Love it. I mean, it's wall to wall gore, blood, yeah. Session 9.
Good one.
Filmed at a actual former mental institution, which no longer. I think they bulldozed it and made something else. But I really love this film.
Oh yeah, that's a good one. And Chrissy agrees. Yeah. I'm a big Session 9 fan. Very creepy, atmospheric film. Yeah.
Dennis Hopper and the Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2. Love this film too. Every October, that's why. And then the Howling, the good werewolf transformation here by Rob Butt.
Oh hell yeah!
Yeah.
Yeah, that was one that always used to come on cable back in the 90s.
Yeah.
Basic cable.
Oh, I can't even get it out of the... Does it come up? Oh, yeah, it's just a cardboard. Comes in with one of those cardboard covers. And it's just plain disc. Yeah. I've got a couple more. If you want, if we ever come back to it. Got a couple more over here.
Yeah, we'll come back to you. All right, Wade. Do you have anything you would like to show us from your
give me
collection?
1 second.
Okay, fair enough. All right.
All right. First off, why not? I have the first three, the best three minus the original trilogy, all in one. So
Okay, so it's the prequels and it's not the original trilogy.
No. Nope.
Okay.
Okay. Then we go Captain America, Winter Soldier.
The Marvel film, as far as I'm concerned.
Mm-hmm.
Then, if we want to go a little bit for S, you got this. I mean, it's not really, but you have a little bit of the Shining in it. If you've seen it, which I bet most people have. Funny thing is, I bought this got it on digital, and I was like at a whatever you want to say, garage sale or whatever, and I bought it physically. So now I have it physically and digitally. And then on that Guardians bandwagon, Volume 2. So there's that. And then my latest, I guess, is not really a movie. Latest game. Sorry, I have it normally set up. Would be, it's not the greatest on Game Boy, but it is. I loved it so much, so I was like, I might as well try it. And then my latest console would be teal. I say blue. No, I say blue, but anyway. And then, but yeah. So yeah, and then I probably overpaid it for it. I paid $100, but you know. So anyways, so that's my stuff.
Right on.
My physical media. But yeah. I mean, I haven't bought all the movies I got like probably a month or two ago, but I'm like, I haven't never been on a show so that on Deleted Scenes channel, so I was like, well, might as well kind of, you know, show them off. But anyways.
Right on.
And then I gotta run because I didn't realize what time it was. So,
yeah, it is. It's getting up there. What do you have coming up for your channel, Wade?
Okay. Game stream tomorrow. New deal. And then Tuesday. Tomorrow, I don't know. It'll probably be a high part like today was. Tuesday, Alan Wake 2, The Lighthouse DLC comes out, so that's what I'll be playing. At least, I don't know how long it is, but it comes out on Tuesday, so I'll play that. Wednesday, the sports show, and then my other big show is November 1st. We're talking Nightmare Before Christmas. So, And if I can get it somehow to work on Kurosami, I might do it, but I don't know how to use Kurosami. New to me, so I got to figure out. Worst case scenario, we'll still have the show. It just won't be a watch along. It'll be more a review-esque, like every other movie show I've done so far. That'll be over on. Let me get the avatar right. Won't be on the game channel. It'll be on the live channel. So, yeah. And then plenty of other stuff that I'll probably overdo my brain cells with and make content in between them. Probably overdo it more than I should, but yeah, it's YouTube. So that's what I got coming up.
Right on. Okay, everybody who is not yet subbed to any of Wade's channels.
Yep.
And I promise I made it easy. And I made it easy. You go to one of them, you can get to pretty much all of them. You might have to scroll down some of them, but I made it super easy to get from one to the other. So it's not complicated like you have to look up every name of them. But believe me, I know how. I believe. But anyway. Thank you, Deleted. Nice seeing you, everybody.
Thanks for taking the time to come on.
Yeah.
All right.
Adios.
All right. Have a good night.
Good night.
All right. That leads it right back around to myself. And the next one I have up is the 1988 remake of The Blob. With Kevin Dillon, Shawnee Smith, Candy Clark.
I like that remake. Remake.
That's the back. I do too. And I'm a big fan of the original film. And I like this quite a bit. And obviously a far more gruesome version, you know. All the special, not that these special effects of the original were bad, they're not, but they're of their time.
Yeah.
This thing is just a beast. And nobody is safe. And it's a pretty good, it's one of the better remakes, period. Yeah. Chris C's agreeing. Good remake. Yeah, I agree.
Did you say Candy Clark is in there?
She is, yeah.
So that's the actress from American Graffiti.
Yes.
Okay.
And Shawnee Smith.
Shawnee Smith, yeah, love her. She's
From
great. The Saw movies, yeah.
Saw,
but this was
Stand.
Before. The Stand, yeah.
The original TV Stand. Not the 90s.
Not the version we don't mention.
Yeah, the 90s one is the only version in my mind. The remake that they did like 2 years ago was, oh God, so bad.
All right. Next up.
Aha.
What do you got?
All right. So I don't think I did this one last week, but I have a pretty good collection of Friday the 13th, the pretty much the entire collection, and I was able to sneak an extra one into here because I have the how do you call it, 1 and 2 on one disc, and of course I've got Friday the 13th Part 3 in 3D with the 3D glasses, although it is red blue 3D as opposed to the coming right at you 3D, which is how it showed on screen. So in here I've got up through what is it? I forget the numbers, but when Jason Goes to Hell, that's that's Jason.
I think that's
it's supposed to be the final. I guess it's 7, 8. So this would be 9. So I actually have 10 in here if you count 1 and 2. And I have not come up with a cover for the second one just yet. But that continues on to Jason X, Freddy vs. Jason, which is a 2-disc set, and the Friday the 13th Killer Cut, that remake that they did in 2009. Like I said, I'm going to do another cover for that. And if they ever get around to doing the reboot that they've been talking about forever, there's still plenty of room in here in the second one. So there you go. That is my Friday the 13th collection in two box sets. So there you go.
Yeah, the 19th Friday 13th Part 3 was when during the 83
everything 3D, was in 3D, yeah.
3D resurgence.
And let me tell you something. Everybody talks about how good the 3D effects were in Avatar and this and that and every other thing. I'm sorry. I don't think anything was better than what we had in 3D in the 80s. That Friday the 13th, which one is that? Supervision?
Yeah, Treasure of the Four Crowns.
Treasure of the Four Crowns. I was going to mention that one. Treasure of the Four Crowns in 3D. Let me tell you guys, there is a scene in Treasure of the Four Crowns in 3D where the bad guy has a hot poker, and he puts it towards the forehead of the good guy, and then suddenly you're seeing it from his point of view, and your eyes literally cross as you see this thing coming at you. You see the smoke coming off of it. I swear I could almost feel the heat.
Yeah, let me turn it around. You can see a couple of screen grabs.
I'm going to have to get that. I need to see that one again.
And that's MGM, huh? MGM Studios.
Yeah, but Kino Lorber did put the Blu-ray out.
Oh, okay.
So it is from MGM.
Got a nice glossy, shiny, good artwork there. Looks like.
Yeah, well, I haven't taken the shrink wrap off of it.
And just real quick, the star of Treasure of the Four Crowns also did another 3D movie called Coming At Ya.
That was probably the same director, wasn't it?
I think it is. Yeah, I'm sure it probably is. I can't tell from
it was in '83. There was Jaws 3D, of course, Friday the 13th 3D, Amityville Horror 3D. Piranha. There was a Piranha 3D.
Well, Piranha 3D came out. I think it.
Well, no. The
came out.
I'm talking about
later.
the two early films that were, post the 2000s.
Yeah.
I do want to say good night real quick to Mark Malikoff.
Yep.
Good night, Mark.
And I want to say hello to someone who's joined us late, Dave C.
Dave! Hey, Dave.
All right. Connie.
I've been with. I got two of the Mummy and the Monkey Theater horror hosts by night, retailed by day. They have a show on Friday nights, so I got two of their episodes on DVD.
Cool.
They're good. They're good people.
So what movies? What movies? So what movies are on there?
Huh?
What movies did they host on there?
They have the Phantom Empire, and the other one is King of the Zombie.
Yeah, that one's a fun one. Yeah, King of the Zombies.
Right. You can find them their YouTube channel for the Mummy and the Monkey, and same was on Facebook, and I got the Bela collection. I know this is not horror, but
well, they were originally billed as such.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Oh, this I see.
So that's it for me for right now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right, so is that show kind of is it like a Svengoolie kind of thing, or is it more Mystery Science Theater?
Yeah, I kind of a combination of a couple different ones. They riff on all the shows. They have little skits and bits throughout the whole couple hours. And they do have a prize giveaway, and which will be at the end. They do some fun facts. Just different things. It's cute. Granted, it may not be suitable for kids, though, but they do have what you call the mini monsters. The little ones, like 13 and younger, that do watch it with their parents. One's dressed up as the mummy. That's Janet Decay. And got Grim Gory. He's the monkey. Their alter egos are Janet J and James Harmon. Great couple. So it's good. It's good fun watch for Friday nights.
Groovy.
All right, Tim.
Okay, next one. It's a silent film classic, Lon Chaney and the Phantom of the Opera.
Ooh,
Yeah.
nice.
This has both cuts.
Yeah,
this has both. This has both the 1925 theatrical cut, which contains scenes that were removed for the 1929 re-release. So that's on here as well, and then this also has lengthy excerpts from the 1930 sound version, which no longer exists intact. I think they just have audio recordings for that version left.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
But it looks like there's 3 different cuts. There's a 78-minute cut, a 92-minute cut, and a 114-minute cut. It says black and white and color, but that's because for the masked ball sequence, it goes from black and white to color.
Yeah, I was just about to bring that up.
But you see a lot of red and blue colors. It's early Technicolor, so colors red and blue stand out.
Yeah, and very expensive for the time.
Yeah, it looks like it's 2 discs on here as well. So I'm happy I got a hold of this.
That's cool, Tim.
Yeah. And once again, that's Kino Lorber coming through with Phantom of the Opera.
Mm-hmm. And you want me to go through any more right now, or do you want to move on to somebody else?
Yeah, we'll move on. Well, there is a quick question for you about the score of the film.
Yeah, let's see. It looks like it has more than one score on here. There's an orchestral score, the Alloy Orchestra in 2.0 stereo on disc 1, and then there's a theater organ score on that same disc, performed by Gaylord Carter 2.0 stereo, and then musical setting composed by Gabriel Thib on Do. and 2.0 stereo, and then the second disc has an alternate 1925 version featuring a musical setting arranged and performed by Frederick Hodges in 2.0. And then the second disc has the lengthy excerpts of the 1930 sound reissue version in mono.
Right on. Bill.
Oh yes, I got the.
You said you had some more?
Yeah, the Toolbox Murder. Yeah.
Is that the original or the remake?
That's the remake. The remake.
Ah.
Murder set pieces.
Ooh, yeah.
Comes with a warning medal. Yeah.
Yeah, I heard that was pretty gnarly. Yeah.
The Haunting in Connecticut.
And it looks like that guy's throwing up something on the cover.
Yeah,
supernatural ectoplasm. Supernatural ectoplasm. Wolf Creek. 976 Evil. Planet Terror. Grind.
Nice.
Yeah. The Videodrome. It's got some. I like this one. David I think Dave Cronenberg did this one.
Mm-hmm.
And vampires.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's John Carpenter movie, right?
Yep. That's John Carpenter's vampires. That's about it. We're watching these because it's the month of October, and I veg out with all my horror film. Yep, well, that's it.
All right. That brings it back on around to me, and a movie that I'm hoping we will see the uncut version of sometime. Event Horizon.
Oh
yeah.
I wouldn't count on that. I think a lot of the footage is lost.
Yeah, I'm sure it is too. But damn, what a missed opportunity.
I know.
But the movie that we got, pretty damn good. And
still pretty good, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and of course, because of Alien, I tend to gravitate towards these kind of horror movie in space, kind of all the Alien ripoffs. Now you got a movie that's basically, like a haunted house movie. It's basically The Shining in space. Let's not lie.
Right.
And then you have that, and then you have the Event Horizon itself that basically looks like it's a flying cathedral anyway.
What's that movie called? I can't. Oh, it's called Event Horizon.
Event Horizon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
From 90.
It's a very gothic space movie. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very gothic space.
And the story. I guess you don't know this one, Tim. I take it.
No, I don't think.
Okay.
It's one I'm too familiar with.
Okay. And good night to Chris C. Slasher Dude. Take it easy. Now, basically, the idea is that the ship, the Event Horizon, goes missing into a black hole. 7 years later, it comes out, and the guy who built the ship, who's played by Sam Neill, and a group of what's basically the Coast Guard in space, with Lawrence Fishburne as their captain, are sent to go and retrieve it, find out where it's been, what happened to the crew. And basically they find out that the ship went to like a hell dimension and brought a piece of that hell dimension back with it. And it gets super creepy. Kind of like I said, it's kind of like The Shining in space. Pretty decent little horror movie for those of you who have not seen it. All right. Tim says it's not lost. It's just bad footage. Give them time to maybe fix it down the road. It went to New Jersey. Yeah, pretty much.
Well, exactly. Right. And I'll tell you, it's right up there with Hellraiser in terms of its horror themes.
Yeah, and there's, I mean, not that the footage that's in the movie is gnarly enough, but the fact that.
Actually, I would call it Hellraiser meets Solaris.
Yeah.
Think about it. Yeah.
That's a good comparison. Yeah. Okay. So, Troy, what do you have for us?
So, again, this is another one I thought I had brought up last week, but I did not. I don't think. So I put together this collection called Dracula the Legacy. Okay? And I'm actually combining films from a couple different companies here. Because what I've got in here is Bram Stoker's Dracula, and then the Dracula 2000, Dracula 2, and Dracula 3 from that that line of films, the so-called modern continuation of the Dracula story. Just because I felt like Dracula, Bram Stoker's Dracula, I felt was in such a different, excuse the pun, vein, from the like Universal Dracula, that I really felt like it fit better as a precursor to the Dracula 2000 and the movies in that series. Yeah, so that's what it is. It's a 4-disc. Interestingly, with basically Dracula played by 4 different actors.
Yeah.
So I mean, and 3 of them are supposed to be in continuity with each other. So it is possible and perfectly reasonable to recast an actor even if they're playing the same character. Just keep that in mind, Hollywood.
All right. Connie.
Some of the ones I have right now are being viewed by a family member, so the Friday the 13th ones, the first 3. And that's it for me for right now.
All right. Tim, back over to you.
Okay, I don't know if I had showed you guys this one, but I got the Paul Morrissey film Flesh for Frankenstein. It's a 4K Blu-ray combo, so on one... This is the 4K that has the Flesh for Frankenstein slip, and then just has that just basic artwork of just the word Frankenstein looking like some human skin stitched together. Yeah, that's the 4K. And then Frankenstein 3D is the Blu-ray that has a couple different 3D versions on here. It gives you the option of watching it in digital 3D, but you have to have a 3D capable TV and player, or you can watch the Analift 3D that works on all HD TVs and has the glasses included for that version. But this was one that used to come on the USA Network version of Night Flight back in the 80s. I think maybe USA Network also showed it on Saturday Nightmares. But just like Andy Warhol's Dracula, Andy Warhol's Frankenstein stars Udo Kier he plays Baron Frankenstein in this, but he plays Dracula in the Dracula one, and he was in Mark of the Devil and Suspiria as well. And it's a little bit sleazy, sexual, but
my kind of movie.
Yeah.
So it gets a little bit not.
Yeah, my kind of movie too.
It gets a little bit naughty, but
All right.
it seems like most of the women in this are not that good looking. I think the most attractive woman in this is the female monster. I didn't think that the Baroness was that good looking, but people say, oh, she's really attractive. Well, compare her to the female monster. The female monster is a lot sexier and more athletic looking, so I will take the female monster over Baron Frankenstein's wife, who also happens to be his sister. So they have a couple kids. They have a couple of kids together in this through incest. So the kids are insane.
Oh, there goes my stream.
The incest kids in this are insane.
Of course they are.
You'll be okay.
They're lucky they don't have three heads.
Late night. I gotta see this movie now. I want to see
it. Oh,
jeez.
Well, there's some ugly women in this, though. Most of the women in this movie are pretty ugly looking. So
it's okay. I was married to some ugly women.
Yeah, right.
They pick some of the most.
I've been through a ringer, man.
It takes all kinds, I guess.
They pick most of the ugliest European actresses for this movie.
I would like to apologize right now to European actresses. I am not affiliated with Mr. Hayes. I feel that this is an insult to European actresses, and I do not approve. And I think Mr. Hayes is Europeanist. And
Europeanist?
And
in other words, he plays the piano very, very well.
I think he is an actress phobe, and I denounce everything that he has to say. Okay.
Jeez.
I'm sorry.
Oh, hell. Here goes the neighborhood. Welcome to the club. We're already here.
Yeah, good point. Like I didn't know this already, right?
Do you want me to go through any more movies, or should we move on to somebody else now?
All right. We're going to go one more round after and demonetized. Yeah.
After
demonetization.
Relax.
Yeah.
Relax.
Yeah.
We're at the 2-hour mark. It's like.
Relax.
Yeah, we're fine. We're going to go one more round after this, Tim. So you'll have another chance to insult Europe.
To insult European actresses.
I think he's already done already.
Yeah, I don't have anything else.
Oh,
I don't got anything else.
Why the hell are you here? No.
Around, man.
Okay. All right. No worries. All right.
I have to go dig stuff out of things.
No, don't worry. That's okay. All right. So, for my last selection of the evening, I'm sorry, Bill. Go ahead.
I don't have a big shelf like you do that holds all the DVDs.
Okay.
I don't got the room for that. Okay.
No worries. All right. Well, I do have one. I started out with Stephen King, and I'm going to end with him. And the movie that brought together Stephen King and Stanley Kubrick fans under one roof for once, Dr. Sleep. Now, you have people who enjoyed The Shining as a film, people who enjoyed it as a book for different reasons. So now Mike Flanagan comes along to make the sequel, Dr. Sleep, but you have the same problem. How do you reconcile the sequel book with a sequel film, since you're dealing with a film that ends differently? Because in The Shining, in the book, the hotel burns down. In the Kubrick film, it freezes. So when you get to Dr. Sleep, the film, the Overlook is still very much alive, so to speak. It's just hibernating. That's the way I look at it. So you have this great third act where you return to the Overlook, and it wakes up. And our boy Danny Torrance here, all grown up, he's still dealing with the aftermath. And he meets a young girl who has the shinin', as we say. And she is being chased down by this evil group of people called the True Knot, who are killing people who have the aforementioned shinin'. And hilarity ensues. And it's actually a pretty damn good movie. And between that and Hush, made me a Mike Flanagan fan. So, those are my picks of the night.
It has Ewan McGregor not being bashed by the Hollywood bigots.
Yeah, but this was before. Yeah. Troy.
So, so I had put together a box set of the Scream series. Got as far as Scream 5, and then they just called it Scream again, I guess. Scream, right? The 2022 Scream. But then they decided, we're going to do a sixth and a seventh one. So I'm going to have to completely redo this box set. I don't think I got to do too much. I just got to change the 5 to 7, change the script here, squeeze all this down. I can definitely fit, 2 more discs in here. But here's the thing. I only ever watched the first one. I haven't watched Scream 2, 3, 4, or Scream 2022. This is actually
they're actually quite good.
I have heard, and I have nothing against. Obviously, I've got them. Why would I have them if I don't intend to watch them? I will be watching them. It's just, basically.
They aren't woke pieces of garbage.
Well, there's that. I mean, it's got that going for it. So I am going to. This is basically why I started the Monday night at the movies, and I'm doing 2 movies, almost every week. Yeah. Occasionally, if I'm tired, I'll just do the one, but it's usually a double feature, so I can start getting through some of these movies that are on my list. So there you go. But yeah, the Scream series.
All right. Tim, your final selection, sir.
Okay, did I show off any of the East Side Kid movies yet?
No.
It's like I thought I had showed this before, but maybe I didn't. it's a couple of the East Side Kid haunted house horror comedies that they did in the 40s with Bela Lugosi. But it has them out of order. It looks like they have Ghost on the Loose on here first, and then Spooks Run Wild second. But Spooks Run Wild was the first one they did with Bela Lugosi in 1941, where they're playing these troubled kids in New York who are underprivileged. They get taken to this boys' camp, and there's an escaped killer in the town by this camp. And then Bela Lugosi comes along, and he's suspected to be this insane killer. So the kids, they're wandering out of camp to go see this one guy's new girlfriend he made in town. But they have to take a shortcut through the cemetery. They get shot at, and one of the kids is shot. So they take him up to the house, which is abandoned because the people that lived there died. But now Bela Lugosi's there with his little dwarf assistant, and they're afraid that maybe he's a killer or a vampire. So he makes them stay the night, eat, and they keep trying to get away from him since they think he's the killer, but it seems less and less likely that he is. And then the other movie, Ghost on the Loose, from 1943, one of these kids, his big sister's getting married, and then they find out his sister is going to go on a honeymoon, so they go to her house to fix it up, but they get the houses mixed up. They go to this house that looks like a haunted house, where it's a hideout for a group of German Nazis during World War II, and Bela Lugosi's the leader of these Nazis that's hiding in this haunted house next to this boy's sister and brother-in-law bought the house next door. So these are a couple of really fun horror comedies.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay. And with Bill's question here in the chat, do any of you own the Phantom of the Paradise?
I've got the old 20th Century Fox DVD of that, and then I have the Scream Factory Blu-ray.
Oh, there's a Blu-ray? Scream Factory? Cool.
Yeah, but the problem is with the Blu-ray, even though it's HD, it's an older HD master, and they just reused an older HD master that Fox had given to Arrow, and the Arrow Blu-ray was a little bit too dark. And I heard that the Scream Factory Blu-ray is still kind of dark. They color corrected it some, but I heard it's still a little bit dark.
Yeah, if you guys have that, I want to see the cover, what the cover artwork looks like. I really love that movie, and I missed that movie, you know. I need to...
It is a great flick.
Hunt it down.
Yeah, it stars Jessica Harper, who was in Suspiria, and she was in the Rocky Horror follow-up, Shock Treatment.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
My favorite year?
What year was that?
No, she was in a movie called My Favorite Year that had Peter O'Toole in it and the guy from Perfect Strangers. Not Bronson Pinchot, the other one. And It's actually not a bad little movie. Peter O'Toole plays this character. It's basically Errol Flynn, and they bring him on to like a comedy sketch show, and he's kind of notorious, bit of a drinker, womanizer, and they put the Perfect Strangers with him to kind of keep him out of trouble for the week so he can do the show. And he just kind of drags them into one situation after another. It's actually a pretty good movie. One that I wish was on video, but that's a movie that needs like a Blu-ray or a 4K re-release, but I don't think we'll get it.
Yeah, I'm still waiting for what's this one called with Sherry Curry and Robert Carradine? Wavelength.
Oh, Wavelength, yeah.
That's one that still needs a Blu-ray.
I know. All right, Connie, I did skip you. Did you have any more for us on hand for tonight, or?
Actually, I do have one. It's a kid's one, but it's
Okay.
Dracula related. Hotel Transylvania.
Oh, nice.
Oh, yeah.
And I do have Goonies. It's a cute kids show. And that's it for me tonight.
All righty. All right, Bill, you're the last one up. Do you have any more for us?
Nope. That's
Nope,
all
that was
I
it?
got. Nothing more.
All righty. All righty. Well, then we will go one more time around the horn. Troy, what do you have coming up this week?
Well, later tonight, meaning Monday night, 8 Central, 9 Eastern, I will be... well, I'm going to start without her because I know she's going to be tied up with the mystery movie. But Sin's Corner will join me as a super fan and subject matter expert for a double feature rewatch of Halloween and Halloween 3. That's tonight at 8 Central. Tuesday, I'll be hanging out with you for the penultimate episode of Twin Peaks: The Return on Live from Sparkwood in 21. That's going to be a noodle scrambler. It really is.
I'll bet.
And we will lead right into the next episode of Blake 7, which is Seek, Locate, and Destroy. So that's been going over really well. Hope to see you all there. And then Thursday, I'll be guest hosting on Netter's Network, where her guest will be Tom Conkle, giving us an update on Island in the Stars and giving away a signed copy of the Blu-ray of Trouble Is My Business. So that's on Netter's Network on Thursday at 9 Central. Friday night, Boomer and I on Last Call will be talking about... we going to kind of continue a little conversation we had last year where we introduced you to the concept of 1970s variety shows. We've been doing every year the Star Wars Holiday Special, and last year we followed that up with the Donnie and Marie Star Wars, episode, and I kind of had to explain the concept. Well, this Saturday we will be watching the Paul Lynde Halloween special. It's a 1-hour special and included Kiss and a bunch of other 70s celebrities. Think you're going to enjoy it. So that's Friday. Saturday I'll be co-hosting with Netter for her retro cinema, which is Elvira, Mistress of the Dark. That's at 9 Central on Saturday. And then, of course, next Sunday, 8 Central, Geeky Geezers, over on Aged Boomers channel. That's the week in review.
Connie, what's next for Fluff Chuck Productions?
I already stuck up a little short for my pumpkin patch I had. I got 4 pumpkins, just the specialty ones. The middle I was doing a couple other things, so it'll be done soon. I'll be doing Wednesday is the movie night. I haven't decided on the comedy. Sharing what's going on with Friday night yet. If me or Dino are going to be doing the movie night, and that's it for me for now.
All right, Tim, what is next for you, sir?
Let's see. Since I don't really live stream it anymore. What I've got planned are just a couple of videos. I plan on doing quick little physical media update video, and then do a separate video where it's just all Star Wars toy unboxing. And I might do, I don't know if it'll be in that video, or I might make that separate where I do Star Wars Cantina custom with the Navarro Cantina, but adding in all the Mos Eisley Cantina characters I have.
All right. Bill, what do you have coming up?
It's a good question. What do I have coming up? I think we're going to be doing something wicked this way comes on Thursday's Action Theater. Yep. Other than that, I don't know. I'm going to be pretty busy this week, so, but I don't know what streaming I'll be doing, but that one on Thursday for sure.
Right on. Okay. Well, that brings things on around to myself. Please join me Tuesday night for the Mystery Movie Night podcast. We'll be joined by Sin's Corner, Off the Cover, and Kyle Corwith, as we will be discussing the tomorrow night's mystery movie, whatever it may be, whether it be Heretic or Real Pain or We Live in Time, or whichever one of the movies it turns out to be. Let's see. That also, later that night, right afterward, will be, of course, live from Sparkwood 21 at 8:30. And then join me Thursday night for the weekend update and find out what I'm going to be up to. Of course, earlier that afternoon, as Bill said, Action Theater, Something Wicked This Way Comes, for a special Halloween edition of Action Theater.
Mm-hmm.
And Friday night, I will be joining Big Al Presents for a special Friday night edition, and we are going to be watching The Crawling Eye, aka the Trollenberg Terror. And
so
of
when
course,
are you going to see? When are you going to watch this? When are you going to watch The Crawling Eye?
Friday night.
Okay.
Friday night at 8.
Okay, so this Friday.
Yep, the 25th. Yep. And, of course, those of you who recognize that title might remember it. That was the first movie on Mystery Science Theater 3000.
Mm-hmm.
After the first movie after the KTMA shows, of course.
Yes.
All right, let's see. And, of course, Sunday, going to be joining Bill once again for Western Cinema Presents. Again, another Halloween special. And we are going to be watching from 2013 Gala Walkers with Wesley Snipes. It's kind of a zombie Western. So, looking forward to that. It'll be a first watch for both of us. All right. And then, of course, join me right back here for Unscripted. No topic yet, but I'll come up with one between now and show day. And, of course, episode 74 of The Other Side of Midnight. We will continue with our month-long tribute to physical media. All right. Well, I do want to thank everyone who joined us on Twitter. I can't see you, but I know that you're there. Everyone who joined us in the live chat, regardless of whatever channel you might have been watching on. We had, at one point, 52 people watching the show. So thank you all very much for joining us. I hope you enjoyed it. And thank you to the new subscribers, both over the weekend and during the show. Thank you all. I hope you enjoy my content. There's more on the way. So, gentlemen, any last words before we close it out?
So are we going to do another one of these next week?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Thank you for having us on.
Yep.
Yes.
Thanks a lot. It was a lot of fun.
Thanks, Deleted
Yeah.
Scenes.
You're welcome.
Yep.
You're welcome. All right. That is the show tonight. Ran a little bit over. That's okay. We had fun. I do want to say hello to the emoji queen, Lady Mist.
Hi, Lady Miss.
And as I always say at the end of every show, thank you all once again for being here. From HQ and all points north, south, east, west, and beyond. Good night, take care, stay strong, be safe, because this is how we win.